Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, downtown Cape Paphos Promenade. If you watched the previous video, you know exactly where we are, about halfway. There's like a temporary sort of shaly, sandy beach. Have a look at that. And a nice rock formation and a spectacular view out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. So we're going to go for a little walk down the Cape Paphos Promenade. We'd like you to come with us. But before we do, let's introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the entire world. It's not she, Silvia Lobo.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Now stick with us. We are going to go down the Cape Paphos Promenade and we'd like you to come with us. We'll show you some of the shops, some of the businesses and some of the restaurants. Over there you've got the Bella Rosa upmarket gift shop. They sell a nice upmarket swim shoes if you're looking for them. And they're the idea that stops your feet getting cut up as you go into the rocky waters, in most cases, off the Paphos coastline. There are some sandy places, and in fact, if you come back in a couple of days, we're going to be up in Coral Bay showing you the sandy beach of Coral Bay. Anyway, over there you've got the Alina Opticians, you've got another Opticians, how do you say that one? Kisof. So next door to that one there's another one called Kisof, and then just over here next door to that you've got the Captain's Bistro, and they've actually got a restaurant upstairs called the Captain's View restaurant. So we're going to show you that, have a look at that. There are new Gumbarus, they've made friends with us. There's a guy normally in charge called Michael in the evenings, and well, he's even offered us a free meal. One of these days we're going to take him up on it, and the video is going to show you now the beauty of the view from the upstairs restaurant called the Captain's View, because if you're sitting up there, you are looking at that. One of the greatest views in the entire world. That is the beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea off the Cape Paphos Promenade. And another great view, a view even better than that, is that.
I would like to say that this time of the day, police is missing. The lady with she's braiding your hair.
Yeah, missing. All the gumbus are missing.
Some of the, because it's quite hot.
Yes, and it's not that busy. Most of these street traders, that's what they're called, they are legal by the way, they do pay a fixed rent for their pitch, that's why the police don't move them on, but most of them don't come out till about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock as it starts to get cooler, because most of people don't come out of the hotels or the resorts until after, well, should we say, after sunbathing and swimming pool time, or sea time, should we say. And then they come down and, wow, this place is absolutely packed out, which, if you watch our evening videos, you will understand. But there are one or two Gumbarus that still linger around, and they're after your euro. One of our favourite friends, and he is a friend, his name is Mr. Konstantinos, and he has a beautiful wife, and her name is Katerina, and they are coming up very shortly indeed. And I'm sure Graciela LaBouffe will go and give them a hug and a kiss. Off she goes. There we are. So this is Katerina on the end. She's writing busily down, writing a list of things that she wants. Hi Katerina, you right?
How are you?
Konstantinos is the man there, busy working. You right?
This is time.
You see, if you,
Ah, we surprised you.
you see, if you go back the video,
Yeah,
you see when you start,
yeah.
before 2 months, it was about 1 meter.
It was, yes.
And now it's
Now the
closer
money
and
is more.
closer.
I know where he's going.
My friend,
Yes,
look.
that's right. Yeah, that's
It's very
right.
near.
Come on.
Very near.
very
But
near.
then you put money there.
If you follow the channel, you understand what he's on about. As the season gets busier and busier, the wife gets closer and closer and tells him that she loves him and she loves him and she loves him as she puts her hand, which is that one, into that pocket
Yeah, but
there.
I have a scorpion now.
Oh, he's got a scorpion in now, so now she's going to get bitten. Anyway, what do they do? What they do is, one of our Gumbarus has arrived, what they do is put your name on a grain of rice. Let's get around here because he's magnified a picture of it, and that's what they do. So you can have your name or your slogan, perhaps, on a grain of rice. There's different sands and there's little roses. There's there one in blue. And it goes in a little pendant or in a little vial that goes on a bracelet. You cross his palm with 8 to 10 euros and guess what happens? You get a gift and a gift. Now, we have just come across one of our superstars, and he's all the way from London, and his name is Mr. James.
James, how
You
are
right,
you?
James? You right?
Yeah,
Good.
yes.
And
Alex.
Mr. Alex. You're right, Mr. Alex. You're a bit shy. He's a bit shy. Alex doesn't want to be on camera. He's obviously wanted by the British Secret Service. Are you wanted by something? Or he's going to be the next James Bond, or he's in the SAS. Yes, Mr. Alex? Where's Paris? Where's your sister?
They're shopping up there.
Oh.
Spending my money.
Ooh.
Spending my money.
Yes, you're spending the money.
my money.
Are you going down the harbour?
We will be later.
Because we'll be there in about half an hour.
Okay.
We'll have a drink.
Yeah, all
lovely.
right then, nice one.
That is a
Take care.
superstar
See you
named Mr. James. Thanks, Mr. James. We've met him once before. He's come out for 2-week holiday all the way from London. He's brought his beautiful wife, Melanie. Paris was not with him. That's the daughter. She's actually all the way up there. And that was young man Alex. Great, great people indeed. So we're going to have a drink with them a bit later, hopefully. We'll see you on the booth. Are we moving down?
Yeah, of course.
Yes?
Bye.
Yes, yes. Absolute stars. You want that special gift, please go and see Constantinos.
They have a very different seashells. This that is
Yes.
very beautiful. You know, this time I noticed that they have brought more variety of colouring, and they all natural. He's not painting it.
No, the natural seashells.
They are
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
The only thing he's doing is
Well, he puts a hole in them,
Yeah.
puts your slogan or your name on them, and then puts them onto a pendant. So natural seashells, that's what they are. There we are, Jenny the best, and Mark in the background. You cross her palm with a bit of silver, she's going to braid the life out of you. That's for sure.
Mr. Hector, my second woman, is
Replacement,
missing.
yeah.
Replacement.
Yeah, Mr. Hector is not here, so luckily Oching Receiving the booth, that's Miss Marika, is in fine working order because Mr. Hector is not here to take over, but maybe later. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I should keep
He's
strong
doing his
until
impersonation.
30 years.
His impersonation. There she is. There's Miss Layla, one of the greatest braiders in downtown Cape of Paphos. Always got a great smile. She's always busy. Tells you something. They must be doing a good job. There's a lot of people around, but she must be doing a good job. Now, here we are. One of our Gumbarus. I've told you before. She has got one of them. Have a look at that. Hey, you all right? Look at that. And that one of them is called Miss Liberty.
Can I just, can you not film it? Is that alright?
Yeah, fine. There we go. We'll see you a bit later. And that's Miss Liberty. Yeah, on the way back, we'll come back. There we are. So that's Miss Liberty. The idea of Miss Liberty is that people come to you cross the girl's hand with a little bit of money, and then what happens is you get a picture. Very, very nice indeed. Great, great idea. And it's something very, very special. And Miss Liberty understands that she is a star. A bit like a rose bird down there that understands that she is a
I
star.
hope that our rose bird is recovered. You see how important it is not to feed, because perhaps the child or somebody throws something to eat, and then it has eaten.
Yes, it's eaten. Yeah,
Egg.
yeah.
And then this is how the problem starts. And now it's in bed. Yesterday we haven't seen it, yes, but today hopefully.
Yeah, if you understand what's happened is normally in the evening time, Miss Coco, that's the pelican bird at the Pelican restaurant, is in like a little pen. Unintentionally, obviously, somebody has thrown something in and the bird has decided to eat it, and unfortunately that has cut a little bit in her lower throat, so now she is she was unable to eat, shall we say. So she's gone to a specialist vet in Nicosia. Everything will be fine, but that's where she is. She's under sedation as they do the operation, and then obviously she'll recover in 48 hours or thereabouts, and she'll be back. And Mr. George, who is the manager of the Pelican restaurant, has told us she should be back tomorrow night or the next night. So when she comes back, we're going to have a chat with her, because she understands that she is a star, that is for sure. Now, talking about stars, there's a man just down here that sells Mediterranean sponges, and he's like my grandfather, and he is a star. Yes, you all right? How are you doing? Good? There we are. So what does he do? Well, here we are. We've got some big fluffy ones, some bigger ones in darker colours. We've got some medium-sized ones, nice soft ones, and some small ones. These are the ones perhaps of most interest to carry in your pocket. What you do, dip it in the water, rinse it out, dab the forehead, dab the back of the neck, and it opens your pores. Opens the pores, that's right. Opens the pores of the woman, makes her more beautiful, and allows her to breathe that little bit better. All the way from Greece. He's an absolute star. Great guy. Parastopoli. Great guy. Does speak a bit of English. I mean, obviously he's a nice guy, so you're able to communicate with him. Right, Mr. Yanis, hairiest man in Paphos. That's his 2 seats, and that's his ice box. So in there, Ooh, yeah. We should steal that.
Yeah.
We should steal it on the way back. That's his drinks for the night. He's obviously just about set up. They normally set up 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then they work all the way through until the last person leaves this promenade, which sometimes at this time of year is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Next Gumbaru on the block, super jumbo boat. Yes, yes. There you are, 2.5 hours of pure fun. You get to go out and watch a shipwreck. You get to watch all sorts of bits and bobs, and you get to get food. Because in that picture there, that's Captain Hassan looking down with the grey hair. And guess what? The Gumbaru next to him, his name's Hassan as well. And they're going to look after you and take you out, and you're going to have a great, great cruise on the super jumbo glass bottom boat. 25 euros a pop, but you get a nice lunch and 2.5 fun. Look, lose my English. 2.5 hours of frolicking around in that beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, that is the Cato Paphos Harbour. You might notice that there's a couple of big boys missing. In other words, the Ocean Vision, well, that's out. And the Ocean Flyer, well, that's out. And the super glass bottom boat, that's out. That's because they're full to capacity and they're entertaining the life out of people. And everyone's having a great, great time indeed. Cecilia?
Why not? Because when you go on such a boat, you have dinner or lunch, and then you have a lovely swimming, and then entertainment, and then fireworks. If you choose Ocean Vision especially, wow, what can be better?
Yeah, great, great cruises. And talking about cruises, well, we've just come to the point in the harbour where the Paphos Sea Cruises in Cyprus.com. So it's paphosseacruises.com, and here they are. Ocean Flyer, all sorts of cruises. That's Mr. Tate. He's the man that's temporarily in charge. He's the manager in the daytime. Sweet Roxanne is at night time. And the Commander-in-Chief, Major Tom. There he is, over there. You all right, Tom? Good? Always got colourful shorts and colourful shoes. So you'll always know him. He's the one that stands out the most, but the one with the most beautiful eyes and the most beautiful eyelashes in the world is Mr. Tate. Glasses off, Mr. Tate.
Trent.
Sorry, I apologise. Wash my mouth out. Trent, I apologise.
Okay?
Look at those eyebrows.
I know.
Look at those eyelashes. And look at those lovely eyes. You're an absolute star.
Thank you, man.
And I apologise for getting your name. I truly. Very rarely get names wrong.
I can't believe it.
He's a
I
star.
can't believe
He's
it.
a star.
You just had extension.
Extension. He's a star. So he's in charge. Pop down here and he will relieve you of some money, but you will get to go on a very nice cruise. And there's all sorts of different cruises, if you understand. You can freeze the video. You've got a night show, you've got the Rikos Bay, you've got the Sunset Cruise, all sorts of different cruises, and they've got a lot of boats. Yeah? That's just one boat. They operate more boats in this harbour than anybody else. In fact, more boats than all the other boat companies put together. He's in charge of them, and he's in charge of them. And they're going to look after you. And everyone who's ever been on one of their cruises has always said how good it is. Thank you. Thank you, Jed. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely. And I do really apologise for getting his name wrong. I don't know what was going on because he's a nice guy. I know him pretty well now. My fault. There we are. There's the Kings. Busy at lunchtime. Hello. Indeed. Yes, sir. You all right? There he is. Good. Absolute stars. One of the greatest restaurants on the harbour area. So if you are going to come down to Cyprus, please make sure you visit this area, because this area is exceptional. Very quaint, quite humble, very calm, and there's a lot of nice restaurants and a lot of nice people to meet. Now, talking about boat cruises, that's the avenue where you go to get your boats or your cruises. And as you can see at the end, there are quite a few empty berths, and that's because those boats are out cruising. Not boots, boats, in fact. There we are. Pelican Restaurant, very busy indeed. Now, there's Gumbaru number one. We have it. Whoa! And there's another Gumbaru. There he is. Hold on. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. How you doing? You all right? Good?
Yeah.
We've missed you. But now it's
Long
gone a
time
bit
to see you, right?
cooler now, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And as usual, you're busy.
Always.
How's the S-Class?
Very good, very good.
No problems.
New service yesterday.
Excellent. Greatest car in the world. Greatest car in the world. Now, there he is.
Mess.
I don't know what he's been doing, but he's wet. Yes, he is. Hey, we were going to go, you know your drinks chiller? We stole it. We collected it. It was heavy, very heavy. I've left it there. We'll see you later. Have you been swimming?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, excellent. It was hot. I like them shorts. It's got little ducks on them. Look at that, little ducks. Hairiest, sexiest man in the whole of Paphos. There he is. Thanks for seeing us. And we got another one there. There he is. Thanks, Mr. Marinos. Absolute stars. Absolute stars. Right. Dilamo. Oh, there it is. Our favourite little restaurant. That's the rear of house. Andreas, the man in the blue top. That's the man in charge. Busy, busy, busy. That's front of house. We have the manager in my favourite t-shirt. There's Mr. Ryan. When you're done with it, I'll have it. There we are. And then you've got Mr. P. And you've got Mr. E in the back there, who will be upset that he's not getting on camera. But we'll come back. I am sweating because it's very, very hot indeed. That's it. Whoa, Mr. M. There we are. All right, good. We'll be back in a bit. Right, we'll be back in a bit, as I tell you. Receiving the booth is having a chat. But we've got to get on with this video, otherwise it gets too long and you get bored and you go and talk to Ben from Board of Bankrupts.
The boy is tired. The boy is
They do work very, very long hours. Very, very long hours indeed. And they do. They start early in the morning and they work until the place goes quiet. At this time of year, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Next place, Sale at the Castle. A kitchen and a bar. That's the sports area, bar at the back. And over here is front of house. And as we can see, it is picking up for lunchtime, that's for sure. It's getting very, very busy indeed. The last but not the least is Stevie's. There it is. Sports bar, rear of house, front of house, getting busy, busy. There he is, the greatest man in the world.
Busy and busy
Right.
every time.
Mr. Ooh la 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 la. The most famous man on the whole of YouTube. There we are.
Getting hot
And it's hot. It is hot.
and getting
He's very, very hot indeed. Again, they work long, long hours in this heat. Please, if you go to these restaurants, please acknowledge their service and please give them a tip. I don't mean €100, but make sure you leave 4, 5, 10 euros. Who knows? It's a very nice gesture indeed, that's for sure. Christophe Labouff, let's have a nice big goodbye.
Yes, that's where I feel very, very melted. By the way, Mr. Dave Jono, the sun is melting me. To be honest, all the breezes and everything stop. I would like to tell you many, many thanks for watching. You are our loving, darling, dearest people. And don't forget to come and see another of our lovely madnesses. We're loving you to bits. And
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. Like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. We will leave you with the beauty, the tranquility, and spectacality of the beautiful, quaint Paphos Harbour, or Labouff Harbour. There we go. Thanks for watching. I thought you were going to sing physical, physical. Let's get physical. Here we go. Here she goes. Always monkeying around, that's for sure. What about the rear end, Labouff? There it is. Wow. Beautiful. Thanks for watching.